I have a question along the hungry line. I mean, I really do not get hungry. And, I mean, do I need to just make myself eat every couple hours? Or?
No, relax and give thanks. Right. In other words, first of all, that tremendous change is the surgery working. In other words, if you think about it, our experience is we get patients who've had a lifetime of battling obesity and losing. Okay? You're not going to fail in that battle anymore. You're going to win, and you can feel it inside of you. You can see it in your blood pressure. You can see it in the feelings that you have inside you. You're not hungry. That gremlin, that switch, that thermostat that was out of control before has been turned down. It's no longer 95 degrees in here. It's 70 and balmy and looking good. That's your new life. Am I right? Applause. Bob, are you up next?
I guess so.
How are you doing? Can you report in?
Where do you want me to start?
He needs estrogen patch.
Oh, really?
You know, when I had after the surgery, I had that pain, but in the middle of the night, Saturday, it went away and it woke me up. It just stopped. So, and that was probably the worst pain I've experienced. What's been happening? I lost 12 pounds. I am evacuating my system unbelievably. It's like, and from what I'm hearing, I'm probably not taking enough salt.
You're a little tired?
Yes.
He hasn't been out of bed.
Okay.
I'm walking about a quarter mile a day.
All right, so let me interrupt you then. If you've lost 12 pounds, that's a little high from what you've heard from everybody else, right? That means you've lost so much and you're not keeping up enough because all these other folks are keeping in more salt. So you probably should have lost around 8 to 10 pounds. Because you've lost too much, it takes away your vitality and your strength. If you've ever seen a football game played on a hot summer day, you see these big, powerful linemen come out onto the field and they could rip your head off at the beginning of the game. But as they play through the day, they get hot and tired. Pretty soon they can barely raise their arms, they can barely move because they're dehydrated. It takes away their strength, it takes away your will to compete, it takes away your vitality, and so it then pins you in the bed. Okay, that is nothing more than salt. More salt, more active. Now, you don't have to. If you want to continue the way you're doing, you'll be fine. It's not going to hurt you. But you just don't have the enjoyment of the day. Instead of getting out and running around, so those of you who are having surgery this coming week, instead of being out and about and enjoying and being active, you're just tired in the bed. And so the solution to that is very simple. It's just more salt.
When you say more, what's adequate?
Well,
when that feeling goes away, it's adequate?
Yeah, exactly. In other words, think about this. How much gas do you need for your car?
Right.
Well, what kind of car do you have? How far are you driving? Right? You know, in other words,
Cedar's pretty far.
Yeah, if you got a big SUV, you need a lot of gas. If you got an electric car, a Prius or something like that, you don't need so much gas. The key thing for you is if you feel well, then you've got enough salt. If you're up walking around saying, "Hey, let's go out in the yard, let's go for a walk, this is great, I feel super," then you got enough salt. If you say, I have wiped out, I'm tired, I can't get out of the bed, you don't have enough salt. Another simple way is just sit down, like you're doing, and then stand up. When you stand up, if you say, let's go do something, I feel like doing something, you have enough salt. If you stand up and go, whoa, and you sit back down, then you have too little. And the remarkable thing is, we talked ahead of time, you wanted a big bypass, you got a big bypass, so you have to have enough salt until your body adapts. Your wife had an easier time of it because she didn't have much of a bypass. Salt. And it's just hard.
A lot. I mean, he's drinking Gatorade and he's eating soup and
I'm doing what it says to
getting
do.
a ton of salt, but it's just not enough.
Right.
It's like a fluid, though. It just comes right out. It's unbelievable.
Right. That's the surgery working. And it's working so powerfully that it's just going to take you a while to catch up. You're just not getting enough salt. When you poured, you said you poured salt on his tongue, for example. How many times did you do that yesterday?
Probably twice throughout the day, but this morning I did it twice.
How you doing?
An hour.
How are you doing this morning?
I'm feeling better.
I'm sorry?
I feel better.
I can't hear you. Let me think about this for a second. I see.
Can I OD on salt?
Yeah, you can. It is potentially to be dangerous. We like that the salt is used as a emergency. What we want to do is generally keep with crackers and Gatorade and soup. So that's your main way to go. Most people think, well, gee, I've had a lot of soup. No, you haven't had a lot of soup because you're still tired. So what you want to do is think every 10 or 15 minutes you have some soup.